Right now, somewhere in the world, there's a person walking around, talking, living a normal life with no pulse. Check their wrist, check their neck, nothing. And they're not dying. They're some of the healthiest heart patients in the country. That's not a trick. It's a real side effect of one of the strangest machines humans have ever built to keep a person alive: the artificial heart. To understand how something like that is even possible, you have to go back to a snowy morning in Utah in 1982, when a retired dentist named Barney Clark became the first person in history to receive a permanent artificial heart. Surgeons removed his failing heart entirely and replaced it with a device called the Jarvik 7, a mechanical pump made of aluminum and polyurethane, connected by hoses through his chest to an air compressor that weighed nearly 400 pounds. Clark couldn't leave the hospital. He was permanently tethered to a machine the size of a large washing machine, and he lived that way for 112 days before he died from complications. It sounds almost primitive today, but at the time, it was treated like landing on the moon. For the first time ever, a human being's heartbeat was being generated entirely by a machine, not a single living cell. Here's the part that surprises most people. Artificial hearts today don't actually work the way you'd assume. Most people picture a device that beats, squeezing and releasing, just like a real heart. And older designs, including the Jarvik 7's modern descendants still used today as a bridge, while patients wait for a transplant, do work exactly that way, using pulses of compressed air to mechanically squeeze artificial ventricles. But the most common heart devices implanted today, called ventricular assist devices, don't beat at all. Instead of pulsing, they use a tiny rotor spinning thousands of times per minute, pushing blood in one continuous steady stream, more like a fan than a fist clenching and unclenching. And that's exactly why some patients end up with no detectable pulse whatsoever. A pulse is created by blood surging in rhythmic waves. Continuous flow doesn't surge. It just flows, constantly, smoothly, which means paramedics are specifically trained that a patient with one of these devices can be conscious, stable, and completely healthy, even while a standard pulse check would suggest they shouldn't be alive at all. These devices don't replace the whole heart, though. They assist one side of it, usually the left ventricle, taking over the heavy lifting while the patient's own heart tissue stays in place. For patients whose entire heart has failed beyond saving, something bigger is needed: a true, total artificial heart, replacing the organ completely, the same category Barney Clark received back in 1982. And this is where the story gets genuinely futuristic. In July of 2024, at the Texas Heart Institute in Houston, doctors implanted an entirely new kind of total artificial heart into a human patient for the first time. Made almost entirely of titanium, the device has no valves, no flexing chambers, and, remarkably, just one single moving part: a rotor, magnetically levitated so it never physically touches the walls of the device at all, using the same basic principle that lets maglev trains float above their tracks. That rotor spins fast enough to push blood to both sides of the body simultaneously, replacing both ventricles at once, with dramatically less mechanical wear than anything that came before it. The first 5 patients to receive that device all successfully made it to a donor heart transplant and were discharged from the hospital. By 2025, the technology had earned a breakthrough device designation from the FDA, and researchers are now expanding trials to more patients, inching closer to something that once sounded like pure science fiction: a heart built entirely by engineers, meant to keep someone alive indefinitely, not just as a temporary bridge. Think about the distance between those two moments. In 1982, Keeping someone alive with an artificial heart meant tethering them permanently to a 400-pound air compressor for just over 100 days. Today, the cutting edge of that same idea is a fist-sized titanium device with a single floating part, quiet enough and small enough to fit inside a human chest. The heart, it turns out, was never really about the beat. It was always about the flow. And once engineers figured that out, they didn't need to copy nature's design at all. They just needed to solve the same problem nature solved in a way nature never even tried. If this changed how you think about something beating quietly inside your own chest right now, hit that like button and subscribe if you're not already, so you don't miss the next one.